Hello, how's it going, YouTube? That right there is the quarry of the day. Now, we're not actually trying to catch that little guy, but I just wanted to show you what I'm usually after. Alright, hold on just a second. I'm going to come down here. Hey everybody, this is Rob. I have a new trap here I wanted to show you. It's called the Promontory peg. It was found in Promontory, Utah. It had archaeologists stumped for almost 100 years. A gentleman by the name of George Michow, I can't remember what college he was from, he taught wilderness survival skills. He was the one that figured this out. Hold on just a minute, I'll be right back with you. Okay, as I was saying, George Michow, he's the one that figured that out, so I'm going to show you how he did it. And what he discovered is that when he sat down to try and figure this out, he asked himself, how would they have done this? You know, when you make it with a metal knife, it makes it real slick, and it doesn't work properly. It locks it tight together, and it won't work. Now, this one here is still salvageable. I can show you how to do that. If you have to make them with a steel knife, it's real easy to manufacture. The friction point is right here. This is what's holding the whole thing together. Imagine this little stick here that I got in here is a piece of food, and I'll show you how it works. Alright, so what he discovered is you use a stone knife, and since I like using stone a lot, what you have to do is make a couple of cuts. Here's my stick here that I started out with. Alright. I started this already, my camera started giving me fits, so you cut halfway through it on one side, and then go up about, I don't know, 8, 9 inches, 10 inches, whatever, and then cut halfway through it again. All halfway through it. I gotta go halfway through a little bit more here. And it don't take anything to go through this. And what I found with using the stone knife is that it already gives it that friction point that you're looking for. Alright? And then when you do the two on the same side, you flip it over, and you pick the center point, and you saw it halfway through. Now this thing doesn't take any time to manufacture. The figure 4 takes quite a bit of time to manufacture and a little bit of skill as well. And this here just is a fraction of a second. Now you do need green wood for this one here, so I recommend cutting vines, shrubs, things like that. Something that's going to grow back relatively quickly. It's not going to hurt a tree or anything. Alright, I got my cuts, 2 on the same side, 1 in the center. Now put your thumbs here and here, and you start to pry. And as you can see it splitting. Don't split all the way down. 1 peg. Alright, I'm going to do it again. Now, we have another peg. And the part that I just tossed here is your leverage point. This part right here. So you manufacture 1 peg, or 2 pegs, and 1 lever. It takes no time at all. And all you got to do is clean them up just a little bit, and to keep them fuzzy, find you a rock. Just clean them up a little bit. It can be any porous rock. You just want it to be fuzzy like that. And I've been experimenting with it. I find that you do need to make a point, and this is where you can go back to your modern tools, because this is your fulcrum point here. This is where it tips over the whole thing. It don't have to be sharp or anything like that. Alright, and then this end has to be flat, or, you know, as close to flat as you can get it. But this is where the metal tools back in. And you can save these things and use them, and it doesn't matter what kind of wood you use. Just as long as it's green. I find that dry wood is too dry and it doesn't work properly. Alright, there you go. Look. Now we're going to set this one up and we'll show you how this one works. I mean, it's working exactly the same thing. It's just that, you know, this is the one we just made. Alright, let me come back around here. Now remember, imagine this is the bait. So the little animal comes up here and he's a little hungry and he smells the little peanut or whatever you put in there, a little peanut butter or whatever, and he starts to pry on that thing. And he gets a hold of it. Oh, lunch. Little tasty rabbit or squirrel or, you know, whatever, chipmunk, whatever you can find. Alright, let's set the other one up we just made. This is the one we just made. There's the peg from the other one that I've been using. And like I said, you can use any porous rock, it don't matter. You just want to get the fuzzy end, pick the best end here. Give it a good fulcrum point. And that was even with doing it with a stone knife. I still wanted to do with it's a little tricky to get set up at first, but once you get it set up and right, it don't take no time at all. So we're going to put our, and as you can see, you can hold it real easy with one hand once you get it balanced. Find your little food. This is our little food we're putting back in there. You can stand them up. It don't matter how you stand them up. Straight up, down. You can find the balance point for it. Straighten this up here a little bit. Straight. Took archaeologists 100 years, and it's going to take me at least 10 minutes to get it for one setup for some reason, when it only takes a couple of seconds normally. There you go. All about the balance. As you can see, doesn't take any effort. Alright, that's the Promontory peg. Hope you enjoy it.